much.
Hey,
Hi.
I'm not gonna put this up there. I know y'all are looking like I'm like this. You guys are like.
Just like hold it in front
I'm
of your
not gonna
face.
do it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do it.
Do you really want to know?
Come on.
So do we.
We don't know, honestly. We don't.
We don't know.
So is it not revealed in
Simmons.
the first episode? Simmons, oh god.
Oh, not for. I mean,
Better
The
be
first
careful. Be
episode?
careful, Henry.
no. I said
He'll
for
just be answering you, and all of a sudden a thing
No.
will come through his chest.
for the first episode. Well, I'll just say, not for us.
So you're in character right now.
No, it's not
Ah,
clear
that
for.
water's good.
Okay, I'll give it up. It's not clear. It's not clear for a second
Yeah.
who it is, and yet I do feel that this table is special, and so I feel like we can say that it's Fitz. Okay, it's not Fitz. It kind of it was starting to be Talbot for a second. What I can say is that with the Sokovia Accords and the end of Civil War, it's clear that the world's very much aware that there are enhanced people around, and so they're going to need an organization to deal with that that's under some government control. And whatever that government control is, they clearly didn't feel that Phil Coulson should be running
Wow.
should be the director.
Now, this is something that's actually very interesting, is that Coulson, we've always seen him in a position in the government. That's where we were first introduced to him in the movies. He's always been with
Well, was he? Because he does walk around in Iron Man saying, "I'm with the Strategic Homeland Intervention Enforcement Logistics Division."
But it's something governmental. He's always been, we don't know, but it's always been kind of something governmental or something like that. Shieldish. This is the first time he's been away from that. It's the first time he's been really without that kind of structure. So can you kind of tell us about what that's kind of going to be for him? Because he doesn't have his...
Well, it's funny you say that because I had that same question early on. I never thought S.H.I.E.L.D. was. The thing about S.H.I.E.L.D. was it was never a government organization. It's never been a United States government organization. They answer to the World Council. It's global. It was never that clear who was overseeing them except the World Council. Nick Fury seemed to be running it. And yet Phil Coulson felt like a part of the bureaucracy of that, who was Nick Fury's right-hand guy. Then he was given a team after his close call during the Avengers, and he was working for Nick Fury. And then S.H.I.E.L.D. was destroyed in the Winter Soldier, and he was tasked with putting it back together. So now S.H.I.E.L.D. is coming back together, but I still think he's just an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. He's always been a covert op for an agency that was tasked with protecting the world from the things it didn't know about or that we hadn't yet discovered, both from our planet and others. Yeah.
Very defeated. He was chasing Daisy, sort of chasing her, and it looked like he didn't think that was ever going to happen. Do you think he's given up on her?
What? No, I mean I think he's chasing her, but what we see in that epilogue at the end of that episode is she's got her quake powers so down now, she can fly almost. She does Hulk leaps. So she's proving to be really difficult for Mac and Coulson to track down.
He hasn't given up on her, like, ever getting her back. That's really cool.
That doesn't strike. That's not the Phil Coulson I know. If he has a superpower, it is his loyalty to those he cares about.
Yeah.
That was such beautiful stuff. The stuff where he was trying to bring her in and she was hurting him and threatening to kill him and he wouldn't fight back. I thought that was just amazing.
Writing, that's all writing.
Oh yeah.
But what's like, I said something over there. It was a revelation for me. Just talking over there. The dynamic is interesting. It's Coulson and May, and they were kind of like these parental figures to Daisy. And then Mac has been brought into that family as like a big brother. to Daisy. And now it's like, look, it's not like she's a family member is gone. A family member has rejected us and is gone. And from Mac's perspective, I think he always sees her as his little sister, regardless of what she's done or supposedly done. And like Coulson, I think he's loyal to her, and he will always fight to protect her and bring her back.
Can you talk about the dynamic between Mac and Coulson? Because it's like they were spending a lot of time together in that epilogue, and Mac has always been someone who challenges Coulson in a way that a lot of the other characters don't. So how neat is that at the beginning of the season?
Go ahead.
No, you go. No, you go. No, please. You should cut my arm off. I feel like the least you can do. The least you can do is maybe. What's your point of view? Yeah.
I think, the thing is, I think, I would say towards the end of season 2, developed so much respect for each other, even though we were at odds. And it's carried over into season 3, where Mac has challenged him, but now it's to the point where they have a common ground in terms of Daisy. We have mutual respect, and
you feel a little bad about. No, Max always like, what do you mean? I saved your life. Yeah, I agree. By the end of that arc and the choppity chop, I think they kind of ironed out a lot of their differences. So much so that when Coulson knew he had to go rogue himself to take out his girlfriend's assassin, he put Mac in charge of S.H.I.E.L.D. And I thought I was watching it going, wow, he's a really good director.
so we have
Maybe he's the new director. Oh, yeah.